This is He Knows His Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. All right, I want to talk about LeBron James, talking about he's the greatest player of all time. Come on, man. What you talking about? You the greatest player of all time. We're going to act like MJ didn't sit there and go 6 for 6 in the NBA Finals, never let a series go to game 7, got 6 Finals MVPs, never lost in the NBA Finals, guaranteed a win against the Indiana Pacers, and then came back and then ensured that he was guaranteed to win game 7. I mean, I've never seen a player besides Kobe Bryant when he played against the San Antonio Spurs guarantee that a team is going to win and then win. See, here's the thing with the plum roody poo generation fans that I've been telling you guys. This is the problem with this generation. They don't understand the levels to this stuff. They don't understand the magnitude, the hard drive, the perseverance that a person has to go through. This is the stuff that MJ was talking about when he was on Oprah so many years ago, when it was him and Charles Barkley. And I like that one because they were poking fun at each other. But long story short, MJ was talking about the problem with, the new generation, and really what he was alluding to and he was taking shots at was the LeBron generation, is that these guys are given stuff and they haven't even earned it. Who was the key person that started that trend? It was LeBron James. The man got a $90 million Nike contract and he didn't even play one game, in the NBA. I mean, it's just ridiculous. They gave him a $90 million contract off of the strength of him just playing a high school game, and that's the thing. When you set that kind of trend and you give a guy that before he even plays an NBA game, I mean, it's just ridiculous. MJ had to go the hard way. I'm always about people earning stuff the hard way as opposed to people being given stuff, because once somebody's given something, they don't work as hard for it. And again, this is not taking anything away from LeBron James and his greatness as a basketball player. I believe he's one of the greatest players to ever play the game. I'm not taking that away from him. And he deserves everything that, he has merited up to this point. But that's not the point. The point is not about the greatness of LeBron James. The point is he the greatest player of all time? And should he be saying that about himself? And factually, no, he should not be saying that about himself. See, there's rules to this stuff, man. You, as a great player, should be having other people acknowledge you. Other people give you the accolades. Other people say that you're the greatest of all time. You shouldn't be doing that for yourself. When MJ was asked that question, MJ said, well, I haven't played these other guys in these other generations, so I don't know if it's safe for me to even say, or for me to say that I'm the greatest player of all time. He was humble, and we all know MJ is not a humble cat. Privately, he probably thinks he's the greatest player of all time, but he didn't say it. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar didn't say it. Bill Russell didn't say it. But LeBron James wants to say it. I mean, that's the problem with this generation. This is the stuff that I keep trying to tell you guys. People out here are not actually to the level of what they say they are, but they want people to acknowledge it. And I think LeBron James got the Nick Wrights of the world, the Shannon Sharps of the world. They pumped his head up too much. This whole coalition of these people sitting here wanting to be LeBron James, shove it down your throat fans. That's what I call them. The LeBron James shove it down your throat fans. They want to sit here and they want to shove that down your throat, that this man is the greatest player that has ever played the game. This is ridiculous, man. This is heresy at the highest level. And this is the stuff that I'm trying to tell you guys. Like, there's no factual base to this man being the greatest player of all time. When you are, and I keep hearing people do this, 3 for 6 in the NBA Finals, he is not. I keep telling people there's no fraction that exists that way. The man is 3 for 9 in the NBA Finals. This is atrocious at the highest level. When you 33%, and I've said this before in a previous video, when you are not even 50% or above on the Pantheon of greatness, I have to question you, man. And now, once they play against the Golden State Warriors in the finals this year, he's going to be an abysmal 30%. And that's if he makes it to the finals. Oh, my bad. What am I talking about? The man don't even play for the Cavaliers, though, boy. So he is not making the NBA Finals. When he gets bounced out of the Western Conference, I don't know if he's even going to make it past the second round. And if he does make it to the third round, the Golden State Warriors are going to whoop him in the Western Conference Finals. So he saved himself from putting himself in position to continue to lose. And see, this is what I think. See, a lot of people are going to vilify me, or they're going to come at me hard about this. They're going to say, man, you the ultimate LeBron James hater. What are you talking about? You don't know what you're talking about. You're talking out your ass. No. Listen, this is the thing that you guys need to understand. This is not me talking out of my butt. This is me just giving you guys the real and telling you guys the truth. Here's the truth of the fact of the matter. The guy left the East because he didn't want to continue to lose against the Golden State Warriors. He knew that Kevin Durant was going to keep beating him in the finals. And that's just facts. I don't care how you slice or dice it, but to continue to lose against Kevin Durant would have taken an ultimate hit and a dig on this man's legacy. Now we're talking about going from 33% in the finals to 30%. Now he saves himself. He's going to stay at that 33% in the NBA Finals. But if he kept going to the finals and he was on the Cavs, his finals average will keep dimming. It will keep lowering. It will keep going down and down and down to the point where he would be in the 20s. So I kind of applaud him, to be honest with you. I tell LeBron, hey, pat on your back, man. You put yourself in position to where you don't have to make those finals averages go lower and lower and lower. So credit to you on that. But the bottom line is this man is 33% in the NBA Finals. He quit in the 2014 series against the San Antonio Spurs. Nobody wants to talk about that when they beat them 4-1. And then he wants to make the excuse that, it was so hot in the San Antonio arena. Remember when they were having those air problems? I mean, Tim Duncan, wasn't he older than you? Manu Ginobili, wasn't he older than you? Tony Parker, wasn't he older than you? But they played in that game. So you see, and then when they got whooped 4-1, when Kawhi Leonard was straight guarding him and shutting him down, and they beat them 4-1. Nobody talks about that 2014 series. Nobody talks about when Kevin Durant hit that dagger in his face and beat him 2 straight times. The first time Kevin Durant hit that shot in LeBron James' eye, right in between his eye sockets. And then the second time around, LeBron James put Rodney Hood on Kevin Durant because he didn't want no parts of Kevin Durant. Nobody talks about that kind of stuff. See, when you say you're the greatest player of all time, you got to do the mannerisms of what the greatest player of all time is. That means you got to be able to not only be the best offensive player, but you got to guard the best offensive player as well too. You have to be the best defensive player. And see, LeBron James doesn't have that attribute. He doesn't have that mindset. Because I keep telling everybody, killer instinct is not something that you can earn or you can merit with time. Killer instinct is something that you have to pretty much, be born with. It has to be in your genes. And if it's not in your genetics, like a Kobe or a Michael Jordan, then it's not going to happen for you. And see, this is the other thing with this Rudy Poo generation. They keep skipping past Kobe. We keep acting like Kobe wasn't nice like that. We keep acting like Kobe didn't do this thing. And see, and this is the problem that I have with people. They want to sit here and want to, talk about this dude like he's just, the best thing since sliced bread. And that's the problem. The media nowadays, you can't listen to anything that they have to say because they sound like idiots. And LeBron James fell for it, man. And now he did exactly what I've been trying to tell you guys. This is why I've been warning you guys about this dude so long ago. I told you guys there's something about this guy, man, that just didn't add up for me. And that's why I couldn't put him on the levels. Am I sitting here and saying that LeBron James is not great? No. Am I sitting here and saying that, LeBron James doesn't deserve the merits that he does? No. But remember, this man is one Draymond Green game away from Draymond Green not being suspended, from him losing that. And then also one Ray Allen shot away from him being 1-9 in the NBA Finals. Let's not forget that. The only finals that this man has credibly won was the finals against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And that's just because of the fact that they were a younger team than him. Now, you could take it, you could slice it, or you could dice it. But this is He Knows His Sport. Checking out.